Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Big chance! And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
In Uli Hoeneß, Peter, I think we have one of Germany's greatest enigmas, one of the most decorated players, but it's a career plagued and cut short, unfortunately, by injuries.
And I guess you can empathise with that, Jim.
Yeah, there's always that element of how good could he have been?
Despite it all, though, he did win 3 European titles and 3 league titles. He was a world champion, and all of that in 8.5 years, which says quite a lot about him.
Not bad.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he's there to clear it. Messi. Haaland does well to get it back. So what can they make of this? Kimmich can so cleverly bypass the press. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, important interception. That's going to go a long way. Looking for the run. Oh, super find. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Kimmich plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Still goalless at the moment. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Seedorf. Rijkaard. And here's Lukaku. And it's Seedorf. Deep cross. Up he goes! It's in! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Maldini. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Seedorf. Griezmann.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And he's played it back. And it's Hullet. Gives it back. That's very neat. And he's well positioned here. Little pass back.
He had no...
Bullish header! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Maldini. And it's McTominay. That's Rijkaard. Hernes. He's picked his way through, and he gets his head on it! And it's come back out to him. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Hullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Opts for safety. McTominay.
Has been indicated.
Rijkaard. Hernes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Turns and Hullet! Oh, fine stop from the keeper. And the first half is done. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I think, on the whole, the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Messi. And it's Neymar.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Griezmann. Good running, strong and purposeful. Baresi. And it's Anguissa. And Anguissa. Neymar. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Forlan. Swings it across.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Forlan! They've scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's Griezmann. Maldini plays it forward. Another throw-in. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Delivers with whip.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Anguissa. And it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. It's Neymar! Now, who's going to be first to this?
He did so well to create the room to get the shot away.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's chosen to go back. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Griezmann with the short one. That's a good ball out wide. And now they can spring out of defence. Costa Curta kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that's really well manoeuvred. And here's Forlan. Forlan!
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Drogba. Drogba charging forward, the ball at his... It's Neymar! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Ambitious ball here. He's in plenty of space here. Neymar proves just a little bit too strong. In with the challenge. Hullet. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Rodri. And it's Griezmann. And Adams.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
And it's Messi. Messi tries making a foray down the right. No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Thuram. Rodri. The final seconds now. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now it's Forlan. And here's Neymar. And he's in on, there's the shot! Wow, that is Didier Drogba! And that may just do it!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Number 20.
So now we're going to get... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's Seedorf. Looking for options for movement. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Corner number 2, then. Kimmich goes short. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those...
And he shoots! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
McTominay, and it's Rijkaard. Seedorf, Mateus. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Maldini. Oh, this looks sharp. And here's Haaland. Strokes it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Neither side yet able to find the net. And it's Shevchenko. And this is Drogba. Julie going face-to-face with his great rival. Maradona will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
That's just playing it safe. and simple.
Inter Milan have it back and can go again. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Neymar going full steam ahead down the left flank. Inter Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Mateus. Now Seedorf. Looking to play him in. Pass is just off target. Serginho chooses to go crossfield. Julie. Beckenbauer. Julie going full tilt down the right-hand side. Drogba's cross. Cleared without hesitation. And it's Davids. Davids! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And they've got rid. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to pass it through. Picked out brilliantly. It's Lukaku! Ruben Dias gets rid without sophistication. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the finish!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Shevchenko. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nicely shaped ball. Neatly clipped into space. Seedorf. Lukaku is the team's great visionary. He's in plenty of space here. Great chance! Goes for a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. So, third corner of the game. Kimmich with the short one. Quality ball. Julie. And it's Serginho. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Haaland. And there's the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The midway point of the game.
Jeff Chiba ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Jeff Chiba clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. A probing pass. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Nicely weighted ball. Plays a sharp little ball here. Hoeneß stood his ground strongly. Seedorf. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's... Can he finish? An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Rijkaard proves too strong. Davids. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. The ball has bounced loose now. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And this is Shevchenko. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Hullet.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Kimmich. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance, surely! It's in! First blood drawn.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Now the cross, he's got tall.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tries to play it through. Neymar plays it in. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Half an hour gone in the second half. He's had it taken off him.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's just misjudged that one.
Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 3. Viene sostituito con il numero 5. Beckham.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Maradona. Just eases him off the ball. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Davids herring after the ball here. Pinches it off him. Inter Milan making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Costa Curta. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Looking here to chip it through. Nice interception, well timed. Rijkaard. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Davids. I think we're just about done here.
Julie
Touches it back.
Inter really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Looking for the run. Cute ball now. How can he reach it? Very nicely done. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Rummenigge picking up the Man of the Match award.